Global air forces switching to Lockheed Martin's fifth-generation F-35 jets are freeing up F-16s for countries like Ukraine. Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022 prompted many nations to switch to the F-35 in a rapidly changing security environment. Less than a month after the start of the full-scale war in Ukraine, Berlin announced it would spend €10 billion, $11.2 billion, to acquire 35 F-35s. Finland is in the process of replacing its F/A-18 Hornet with 64 F-35A jets, and Switzerland agreed in September 2022 to purchase 36 F-35s to be delivered before 2030. In late June, the U.S. State Department approved the sale of F-35s to the Czech Republic after Prague said it hoped to replace leased Swedish-made Gripen jets with U.S. fighters. Poland, South Korea, Israel, Singapore, Japan and Australia are among 17 countries committed to acquiring the F-35, with 2 more on the horizon. With powerhouse militaries around the world moving towards the F-35, it frees up the F-16 for air forces like Ukraine. The F-16 is slowly becoming a surplus due to F-35 orders. While it will take years to phase in the F-35 for countries now opting for the U.S. fifth-generation fighter, it seems only natural that any country allied with U.S. and NATO forces will eventually evolve into the F-35. The F-35 stealth jet is the latest in fifth-generation technology, hailed by Lockheed as the world's most advanced multi-role fighter, with nearly 1,000 delivered to air forces around the world. After setbacks, bad press and other complications plagued its development program, Lockheed Martin said earlier this week that it had to reduce F-35 deliveries to its customers due to problems with preloaded software. Lockheed Martin will be able to deliver between 100 and 120 F-35s before the end of the year, rather than the estimated 153, according to CEO James Tyklett in comments reported by Defense One on Tuesday. It's unclear how this will impact F-35 order fulfillment. Ukraine has pleaded with its Western backers for an advanced fighter jet, although the F-35 has never been offered. For months, decisions have stalled whether to equip Ukraine with a version of Lockheed's F-16 Fighting Falcon, an older but still highly effective fourth-generation fighter. If Ukraine secures the F-16, this would further advance their potential membership in NATO. At some point in the future, Ukraine could even become a customer of the F-35, though not yet. As NATO continues to transition its combat air power standard from the F-16 to the F-35, it will have strategic implications for future strikes on Ukraine. The jets will offer a significant capability upgrade for Ukraine, which currently flies aging Soviet-era aircraft. The transition to Western jets will also bring a new fighting style to the Ukrainian military, experts say, with the platform change bringing Western military doctrine to Kyiv's ex-Soviet Air Force. Russia has hundreds of fourth- and fifth-generation airframes. Ukraine would need a huge number of aircraft to match the number of jets Moscow has. It would take years to train pilots, years to do maintenance, years to generate that level of financial support. The upgraded F-16 also became another hotball. The Hellenic Air Force's first upgraded F-16 Viper will return to Greece after 2.5 years of complete testing at the U.S. Air Force's aerospace facility in Fort Worth, Texas. The F-16s are traveling with 3 F-35s that are scheduled to be delivered to Israel. The 4 fighter jets' journey began on Tuesday, when the aircraft took off from a Fort Worth base and arrived in the Azores at 5:45 p.m. local time, after nearly 8 hours of flight, covering a distance of about 6,000 kilometers. If all goes according to plan, the F-16 Block 72 Viper will arrive in Greece within a day and land at the Hellenic Aerospace Industry (EAB) facility. The jet will stay briefly at Tanagra Air Base in northern Attica to change its insignia, as it is currently enlisted with the United States Air Force (USAF) and is expected to join 343 Squadron Asteri, bolstering its F-16 fleet. Meanwhile, in Syria, a Russian military aircraft exposed the guidance system of an F-16 fighter jet of the U.S.-led coalition during a routine patrol over Syria's southern border, Rear Admiral Oleg Gurinov was quoted as saying by TASS news agency on Thursday. According According to Guranov, who serves as deputy head of the Russian Reconciliation Center for Syria, the F-16s influenced the Russian planes with their guidance systems. He did not provide further details. Russia intervened in the Syrian civil war in 2015, tipping the balance in favor of President Bashar al-Assad. Moscow has since expanded its military facilities in the country with a permanent air base and also has a naval base. The U.S. leads a coalition against the Islamic State militant group and has carried out airstrikes in Syria this year. Guranov also made new accusations that coalition pilots had violated Syrian airspace several times over the past few days.